Here's our dilemma. We're changing the spark plugs on a 2004 GMC Envoy, and the problem is the spark plugs are down there on the passenger side. See, on the driver's side, they're really easy to get to. We can actually see them. This is a common problem amongst Trailblazers, GMC Envoys, and I believe there's an Oldsmobile that also shares the same problem. This is a 5.3 V8 Vortec 5300 engine. Now, in order to do this, we have to take this wheel off. Excuse me, buddy. Take that wheel off, which is the passenger side wheel, to get into the wheel well back there underneath the flap, and we'll show that later, to get it out. So nobody knows what to do. That's why we're doing it this way. That's why we're going to change the spark plugs. We're going to videotape it. One of you guys is going to have to videotape the whole thing. It's impossible to go from the top. We got to go through the bottom. Okay, once you have your tire off of your Trailblazer and or GMC Envoy, this is a 5.3 liter V8. Once again, we're going to change the spark plugs in here. If you look right here, you have plenty of space to work. And also, to get the rear two plugs out, you need to get to this flap right here. Now, it looks a little dark, but we have a nice handy drop light here. Hold that, please. You can actually see, if you get down in here, you can see the spark plug right there. I can actually get my whole hand up in here to grab that spark plug. Shine the light, please. Up in there, where the light is, see? See the spark plug back there. That's the rear spark plug, which looks impossible to get to. And then over here, we have another spark plug, which is the second to the rear, right here, where you can also get to it. Right there, through that flap. The third spark plug from the rear is right here. You can also get to it from that flap, or from right here. And then the fourth one you get from the top. Now that flap that we were just talking about, this is the way to get through. You can change all three spark plugs on the passenger side of the Trailblazer and or GMC Envoy or the Oldsmobile with the 5.3 liter V8. Now, the front plug can be, you can choose to change it from this side, which you have plenty of room. You can see it right there. If you can't see it, it's over there. Or you can go through the top, which is not that bad. You can see it right there. You can make a choice to do either one. So I'm going to let it cool off a minute, and then we're going to go ahead and start our work. Okay, now you're going to have to pull and twist to get this sucker off. But once you get it off, this is what it looks like, the end. This is not broken of any kind. This is part of the spark plug wire. You just twist like so until you pull it out. You can see the spark plugs right there. This is the aft spark plug on the right side of the engine, the very last one. You're going to have to fight with them a little bit, especially if you're like me and you had them on there for 8 years to get that off through this flap. That's the back one. The one looks impossible to get. Easy. Shine the light up there. Now, this is what it looks like when you got the socket on the spark plug. Come on, buddy, you're not getting in there. There's the socket on the spark plug. Easy, easy. Get my hand all the way up in here and do what I want in there. Okay, now to get to the second spark plug on the right side, or the passenger side is, you have to go in between this slot right here with your hand to get to the spark plug. But you can go through here with the two 6-inch extensions or 1 12-inch and go right up inside this little crevice here, right in there, and that way you can see where you got to go in. Otherwise, it's going to be too steep an angle to come from here. So you have to come from the bottom here, like so. You get it up through the flap, removable flap, and go up inside here and get it. See? When you move it flat, you can see it.
Is this a fan?
Right there.
What you paid for?
You can see, we gotta go through this flap here, in between these two lines. We're cautious not to damage the lines. Okay, to go to the second one. It looks like it's the second hardest to get to in the whole engine. Now just go through this angle, you get a nice leverage and get a nice turn on it. So you can put it back in there. Remember the target's 132 inch-pounds. No more, otherwise you'll break the spark plug off in the motor and you'll be screwed. Be very careful removing your wires, because when I removed the wire from here, I actually broke the electrode inside because it's been on there for 8 years, 8.5 years, and we broke the electrode getting it out. So be careful. I have another set of wires standing by. Alright, here's the third spark plug on the passenger side of the 5.3 liter V8 Envoy XL. Doing a spark plug change. This is the third one. You got to come through this side right here. My light right there. Be careful when you take these wires out, because the wires are going to snap and break, and they're very brittle. Have some standby wires with you. They're like $49 at AutoZone. That way you'll be nice and safe and you won't be stranded a little bit. Alright. Okay, what we've done over here is we're attempting to get at the spark plug right there by we took the air box off, took the air intake off. We're going to pull this up like this. We're going to pull it straight up to get our hands down in there so we can get that spark plug out. Alright, as you can see here, we've got our hand underneath the windshield reservoir. Pulled it up to get access to the spark plug. Air intake's out. Look how much easier it is. Okay, tires back on. Everything's back together. So nice handy drop light. We'll work from here.